Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Today I will discuss three topics for interview related questions. Mainly I will discuss database. Uh, so, firstly, I will provide three questions in the description box. Firstly, I will talk about my first questions. My first question is. What role does a foreign key play in the booking table, and how does it safeguard against entering a ticket sale for a match that doesn't exist? First of all, if I talk to foreign keys, foreign key is a database concept used for creating relationships between two tables. It's mainly foreign keys. Now I will discuss our questions. Suppose I have three tables: users, bookings, and matches. In the booking tables have three foreign keys like user ID and match ID, mainly which create relationship with users table and matches tables. If I will try insert a user ID and match ID into a booking table, but if it doesn't exist in if users ID and user ID and matches ID doesn't exist in users tables and matches tables, when we'll get error is foreign key constant. This maintains referential integrity and ensuring the booking can only be made for users and matches. In the other word, the database cancel that insert operations through the foreign key constraint. It is the overall answer of my first questions. Today I will discuss my second interview question. My question is: if a primary key column guarantees that all row enters are completely unique, why does the database system also explicitly forbid in from containing a null value? Now I explain my second interview question answer. Firstly, I can say, what is the primary key? A primary key is used uniquely identify each row in a database table. Primary key has two unique rules, important rules. First rules is unique, and second rules is not null. What is the means of unique? No two rows can have the same primary key value in the database. And second rules is not null. What is the means of not nulls? Every rows must have a valid primary key values. The reason is that a primary key is used to uniquely identify each rows in a table. A null value means unknown or missing, so a row with a null primary key cannot be identified reliably. Let's example, if null were allowed, what problems could arise? Let's look an example to understand. I have a table. In the table has two columns. First column store user ID, and second column store name. First row user ID 1 and name is Rohim. Second row user ID is 2, and name is Korim. And third row user ID is null and name is Hassan. If also is 1 and 2 uniquely identify the Rohim and Korim, but null value do not identify the Hassan. So since null represents the absence of a value, we cannot uniquely identify Hassan's records in any way. This is the this is the problem of null values. This is my simple explanation of my second questions. Now I explain my third question. My third question is what is the difference between a main query and a subquery? In what scenarios would you choose to use a subquery over a standard join operation? Now I explain my question answer. The main difference is that a main query is the primary key that returns the final result, while a subquery is a query written by inside the main query. The subquery executes first, and its output is then used by main query. I usually prepare a subquery when the main query needs a value that must be calculated first. For example, if I want to find employees whose salary is higher than the average salary, I first need to calculate the average salary. Then in that case, subquery is a simple and natural choice. On the other hand, if I need to combine related data from multiple tables, such as showing a user's name along with their booking details, then I would use join, because it is designed for combining data from different tables. This is the simple explanation my third questions. And I provide all question in the description box. So Allah Hafiz.